Hi everyone, welcome to back the channel. Auto Rush. The Mi-28, better known by its NATO reporting name, Havoc, continues to be one of the most formidable attack helicopters in the world. Developed during the Cold War but refined over decades, the Mi-28 has evolved into a symbol of Russian rotary wing assault capabilities. And now, in 2025, the latest iteration of this beast has made its presence known, sleeker, deadlier, and smarter than ever. In a time where unmanned systems and drone warfare dominate headlines, the 2025 Mi-28 is Russia's answer to keeping manned attack helicopters relevant in the future battlefield. But to understand how we got to this point, we have to first look at the origins of the Mi-28. The Mi-28's story begins in the 1980s when the Soviet Union sought a dedicated attack helicopter to counter the American AH-64 Apache. The Mi-24 Hind was already serving in combat zones, but it was a gunship transport hybrid. What the Soviets needed was a true attack helicopter, heavily armored, equipped with advanced sensors, and capable of devastating precision strikes. Enter the Mi-28. Designed by the legendary Mil Moscow helicopter plant, the Havoc was built for one thing: destroy enemy tanks, armor, and fortified positions with surgical precision. Its prototype first flew in 1982, but due to political and budgetary setbacks, development was slow. It wasn't until the 2000s that the Mi-28N variant entered service with the Russian aerospace forces. Fast forward to today, and the Mi-28 of 2025 is no longer the aircraft it once was. It's evolved through multiple upgrades, and this latest model is now integrated with advanced avionics, enhanced survivability systems, and new weapon packages. So what exactly has changed in the 2025 variant? Let's begin with the design and airframe. The Mi-28 retains its menacing profile, a narrow fuselage, tandem cockpit, and the distinctive nose-mounted sensor suite. However, in 2025, the helicopter features a revised composite airframe, reducing weight and enhancing durability. Engineers have used radar-absorbent materials in certain panels to reduce its radar cross-section, a subtle nod to stealth without sacrificing armor. Speaking of armor, the Mi-28 is one of the most heavily armored helicopters in the world. Its cockpit is encased in titanium and composite plating that can withstand 20mm rounds. In the latest upgrade, the armor has been enhanced with ceramic composite layers, further increasing survivability against modern anti-air threats like man-portable air defense systems, or manpads. The power plant also sees a boost. The 2025 Havoc is powered by two Klimov VK2500 PO1 turboshaft engines, each delivering approximately 2,500 horsepower. This gives it a top speed of over 300 km per hour, with a service ceiling close to 6,000 meters. The rotor system, a 5-bladed main rotor and a tail rotor in an X configuration, has been upgraded for better maneuverability and vibration control. However, the biggest leap in 2025 isn't in the airframe or engine, it's in the cockpit. This year's Mi-28 features a fully digital glass cockpit, complete with multifunction displays, a helmet-mounted display system, and AI-assisted targeting. The pilot and weapons officer can now engage multiple targets simultaneously, thanks to the integration of advanced sensor fusion technology. The millimeter-wave radar mounted above the rotor hub, similar to the Apache's Longbow radar, has been upgraded to a newer AESA active electronically scanned array radar. This allows the helicopter to detect, track, and classify multiple threats over a broader range and in various weather conditions. Also new in 2025 is the Smart Havoc system, an onboard tactical computer that uses AI to assess battlefield conditions, suggest routes, and even prioritize targets. This brings the Mi-28 in line with the growing trend of semi-autonomous combat systems. But let's talk weapons, because the Mi-28 is all about firepower. The main gun remains the 30mm Shapunov 2A42 autocannon mounted under the nose. This gun is capable of delivering high explosive rounds, armor-piercing shells, and fragmentation rounds. In the new model, fire control improvements and gyroscopic stabilization mean pinpoint accuracy, even during tight maneuvers. The stub wings on either side carry a wide variety of armaments. In 2025, the Mi-28 supports new generation anti-tank guided missiles, including the Ataka M and the newer Chrysanthemum V, which can pierce even the most advanced Western tank armor. These missiles now have dual-mode guidance systems, making them resistant to jamming and able to function in GPS-denied environments. But that's not all. The Mi-28 can also launch unguided rockets, air-to-air missiles for helicopter and drone combat, and even small glide bombs for bunker-busting operations. In asymmetric warfare scenarios, the Havoc can be configured with cluster munitions, thermobaric warheads, or loitering munitions launched from pods. Another addition in the 2025 model is drone interoperability. The Mi-28 can now deploy and control several rotary wing microdrones for reconnaissance, electronic jamming, or even kamikaze attacks. These drones can fly ahead into hostile territory, scout targets, or bait enemy air defenses before the Havoc swoops in. This is part of Russia's larger strategy of integrating manned-unmanned teaming, or MUMT. In this concept, the Mi-28 acts as a battlefield command node, directing both manned aircraft and drones in a synchronized assault. The survivability of the Mi-28 has also taken a step forward. Beyond armor, it features radar and infrared jamming systems, chaff and flare dispensers, and a laser warning receiver. The new DIRCM directed infrared countermeasure turret under the fuselage can detect incoming infrared-guided missiles and blind them mid-air using laser pulses. In addition to that, the cockpit has an advanced ejection system, extremely rare for helicopters. In case of a catastrophic failure, the rotor blades are jettisoned and the crew is ejected using rocket-powered seats. Now let's talk range and endurance. The 2025 Mi-28 has an internal fuel capacity of about 1,500 liters, but it can carry auxiliary fuel tanks for longer missions. It has an operational range of 435 kilometers, extendable up to 1,100 kilometers with drop tanks. The helicopter is also night-capable in all weather, with infrared vision systems, thermal imaging, laser rangefinders, and GPS/GLONASS navigation. Aerial refueling isn't yet standard, but discussions are underway for a variant that might support it in the future. In terms of deployment, the 2025 Mi-28 is already in active service in several conflict zones. Reports suggest it has been deployed in hybrid warfare scenarios in Eastern Europe, supporting Russian armored units in rapid assault missions. Its ability to operate from forward operating bases, even in austere conditions, gives it unmatched tactical flexibility. Critics often compare the Mi-28 to the AH-64 Apache, and while the Apache has a longer combat pedigree and Western tech integration, the 2025 Havoc matches or exceeds it in many parameters, especially in armor, payload, and the latest AI capabilities. However, not everything is perfect. The Mi-28 has always struggled with reliability issues, especially in extreme weather. Cold starts, engine durability, and rotor stress have been problems in older variants. While the 2025 model addresses many of these with improved materials and diagnostics. Only long-term field usage will tell how robust this version really is. Another challenge is logistics. Maintaining a Mi-28 in the field requires specialized parts and trained technicians, something not always readily available in remote deployments. Russia has been working on modular maintenance units and drone-based logistics, but these are still under development. Despite these limitations, the 2025 Mi-28 represents the culmination of decades of Russian attack helicopter